The only thing I love more than a nice rub down in Chinatown is when my piggy bank gets pumped. And boys and girls, I think it's about time this piggy gets pumping. I've been in cryptocurrency for years, and there has never been a more exciting time than what I believe, and many people believe, is going to be coming over the next 6 to 12 months. As you know, I'm a huge believer in Bitcoin, and I've ridden the last few months to the upside, but guys, what is coming is going to be absolutely incredible. Let's dive in. Welcome back, everyone. I'm your host, Milton Moneybags, and we have so much to be delving into in this video. It's going to be a little bit of a different video in regards to the topic because we're not only going to be talking about Bitcoin. In fact, we're going to be primarily talking about what I believe is the biggest wealth opportunity that we're going to see in the year 2021. And boy, oh boy, 2021 itself already is going to be a huge opportunity for people in the crypto market. I firmly believe that, guys. I've been in this market for 4 years now, and there has not been a time where I've been even remotely close to this excited about what I expect my personal finances to do over the next 6 to 12 months. And as well, if you're involved in crypto, then I believe that's 100% exactly what's going to be happening to your personal finances as well. Okay, there is a million reasons to be excited, and if you scour YouTube, Twitter, and all of these different outlets, I'm sure you have a really good idea of why you should be excited, but we're going to be going into specifically why I'm so excited about the next 6 to 12 months, what I'm going to be doing, and much more. So if you guys love gainers and you're absolutely ready for some massive wealth accumulation over the next year, make sure to hit that like, subscribe, turn on those post notifications so you get updated with these absolutely time-sensitive game changer uploads. And without any further ado, let's dump in. So for anybody watching for a while, you guys are already aware that I hold most of my capital in Bitcoin, right? I think it makes the most sense of anything on this planet. And as well, as you know, I also have a fair amount of Ethereum. So, I mean, no surprise there, no shocker, nothing unusual. Somebody saying they have most of their portfolio in Bitcoin and Ethereum. And guys, if you flash backward on this channel 10 months, we were saying, you know, buy Bitcoin at that low, around $4,000 or $5,000 back in March of 2020. And if you would have done that, you would have had amazing returns so far. But the thing is, a lot of new people are joining right now. So is your opportunity missed? Is your opportunity over? I believe absolutely not. In fact, what I'm most excited for, and this is coming from somebody who's been in the market for years, who bought Bitcoin, you know, very, very low. I've also made tons of mistakes, but with that being said, I've ridden Bitcoin from 5,000 to 40,000 US dollars over the past year, but that's not even what I'm most excited about in this market. The thing I'm much more excited about than Bitcoin gaining, and has always been the thing I'm much more excited about, is exactly what I made the most money on back in 2017, guys, which is altcoins. Now, keep in mind, altcoins are much riskier, and so many of them are absolute garbage, but the opportunity, I believe, is right around the corner. And in fact, are we going to be heading to that next level where Bitcoin does in fact top out in dominance right about where it's at right now, around, you know, 65, 70%, what we've seen over the past few months? And are we going to see a altcoin resurgence exactly like we did right around this time in the cycle of our last cycle back in 2017, when we saw Bitcoin dominance go from, you know, 85, 90% over that time period down to about 40%, basically getting sliced in half, and that dominance being taken up by altcoins. That is without a doubt the real money-making opportunity. Now, with that opportunity, there's obviously more risk, but even over the past 6 months, we have seen people make immense amount of gains on very small cap altcoins. And even some of the highest, you know, 5, 10, top 15 cryptocurrencies, even some of them have absolutely exploded just in the last 10 months. So it really pays off being in this market early. But is it too late now? I don't believe so at all, guys. 2021 is projected by all accounts, all metrics, all on-chain data, all cyclical data, all fundamental data, is showing that Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies are at the very beginning stages of this next cycle, which very well could be the biggest cycle in history. So you wonder why I'm so excited. All of those reasons I just said, and the percentage gains that come with some of these altcoins, whether it's the very top altcoins like Ethereum, which I firmly believe will be massive gains, or not, we're entering a very exciting period. So while you might feel like you're late to the party, and in some respects, yes, it is a little late, you're just early enough to where you still have the opportunity for life-changing wealth. And even the next cycle, maybe in 3 to 4 years from now, I still think that's going to be a pretty big opportunity. But each cycle that you miss, I mean, obviously you are missing out on some opportunities there. And so with that being said, it should be no surprise that the number one altcoin, Ethereum, is, as I said, it's my biggest bag besides Bitcoin, and I'm extremely bullish on it. Back at the height of Ethereum's price, its all-time high of roughly around $1,400 US, exactly 3 years ago, January of 2018, the number of addresses was roughly like 18 million. Fast forward to now, guys, we're starting off this bull cycle almost 100 million. And I only expect that number to absolutely skyrocket over the next 6 to 12 months. And as well, guys, we're already seeing with Ethereum some very big interest. If you go to Google Trends, Ethereum is actually peaking out very nicely. Okay, Ethereum over the past 5 years, you can see the search interest of back in 2018 when it was hitting those all-time highs. Ethereum is already right there, right? People are extremely interested in Ethereum, and they're researching Ethereum like crazy. Now, you could say, is the same happening with Bitcoin? Well, if you look at it, no, the search interest for Bitcoin isn't actually as high as it was back in 2017, 2018, but Ethereum's is. Ethereum is something that is not going to be under the radar for long. And looking at the Ethereum paired with Bitcoin chart, this is a 4-year chart showing Ethereum's consolidation. And the only trajectory I see for Ethereum here breaking out against Bitcoin is to the upside. Whether it happens in the next month or 6 months, I think personally that it will be within the next 6 months. But I think we're going to see Ethereum absolutely skyrocket over the next 1 to 6 months. And that's a huge time range. But again, it illustrates how urgent you want to be if you're interested in getting into these markets, because you still have opportunities, but the time window you have for these opportunities is shrinking vastly. I'll tell you right now, with 100% honesty and certainty, if I was not invested in Ethereum, Bitcoin, some of these other coins, but if I just was not invested in cryptocurrency at all right now, I would be breaking down emotionally, mentally. I would be so upset with myself, because I'm 100% confident. I know what's going to be coming over the next year. And especially if you look down the line 5-10 years from now, I know what I think is coming. Just like I knew back when Bitcoin was $3,000, only within the last few years, I knew that Bitcoin was going to be shattering 20,000, 30,000, 40. It's going to be going to 6 digits. I knew Bitcoin was undervalued when it was at those levels of 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,000 US dollars. And I know Bitcoin is undervalued right now at $40,000. And in the same token, I know that Ethereum is incredibly undervalued. And it's one of the reasons that I'm so glad to be in this market, because so much potential for upside, right? I 100% believe this. You may disagree with me, you may not, but time will tell us, and history has proven that history is on my side with this. So with that being said, when Ethereum does break its all-time highs, I think it's very, very likely, all-time high roughly, only about $150 higher than we currently are. When it does break about $1,400 US dollars, I think that we're going to have a very similar situation like we saw with Bitcoin, right? When we approach 1,400, it might take a week or two to actually fully break that. But when it concretely breaks 1,400, I think that within a very, very short time frame, within a week, 2-3 weeks maximum maybe, we'll see Ethereum double its price, right? From about 1,400 to probably 3,000 US dollars. This article that we're going to briefly look at says the exact same thing, but that's literally what we said a few months ago when Bitcoin, or just about a month ago when Bitcoin was breaking its all-time high. If we go to the BLX, you can see right about here, we traded for a few weeks sideways. I was saying that entire time, as soon as we break that all-time high, guys, get ready, Bitcoin's going to absolutely explode. What did we see? 19,000 US dollars to 42,000 US dollars. And this is almost common sense to people that have been in cryptocurrency for a few years, right? Anybody that's been in cryptocurrency for a fair amount of time now and understands it, this wasn't really surprising to anyone. It was amazing and beautiful to see, but it really didn't shock any of us. Most of us knew this was happening. And now we're even starting to see mainstream financial people that have no or had no interest in Bitcoin. Now we're seeing them talk about Bitcoin like crazy. A little late to the party, but not too late, right? There's still plenty of time. Another thing I want to point out here, guys, and this is something we've been talking about for a while, and this chart is even more bullish than I could ever imagine. This was posted by Galaxy BTC here on Twitter, somebody that I follow. But guys, we're basically entering a period where altcoins are going to move up. And if we just switch even to this altcoin chart, this is the entire cryptocurrency space minus Bitcoin, so the entire altcoin space. We're very close, and I think we're going to see this within the next few weeks, to be breaking the altcoin market cap all-time high of roughly around 470 billion, guys. This is when things are really going to get kicked off. We said that exact same thing about Bitcoin, and it was completely accurate. Once Bitcoin shattered its all-time high, it went crazy. So thank goodness many of you were in Bitcoin before $20,000. Many of you, I know from reading the comments over the past few years, many of you have been in Bitcoin from $3,000 to 10,000, 15,000 US dollars. So those are amazing entry points. And I'm here telling you now, what is most likely coming here with altcoins is the exact same thing, but percentage-wise, potentially much, much, much higher for some of these altcoins. Okay, so it's not too late. But guys, once we get up to this level here, I'm telling you now, if you're interested in crypto, if it's something you've really wanted to be in, then getting in before we reach this level is absolutely critical. It's absolutely critical that you are invested in cryptocurrency if you want to be prior to us breaking this altcoin market cap previous all-time high. If you want to be in Ethereum, if you want to get in some of these alts, we're not talking about Bitcoin specifically, but if you want to be invested in some of these alts, personally, I think your time is running out for the optimal time to get in here. Just like we said with Bitcoin, when we approach this, it's still not too late for some of these altcoins. And guys, with that being said, are some of these altcoins doing well? In fact, yes, Chainlink, my number 2 bag. So Bitcoin is my number 1, Ethereum, and then Chainlink. So my third bag is Chainlink. This just broke a new all-time high within the last 24 hours. And you can see it's very close to that level here. $23 basically was its all-time high that was just set within the last few hours here. And is this the beginning signs of alt season? I personally believe it is. Okay, I still think we could be maybe a few weeks away. Again, giving some people some time if they really want to get in. But basically this video hopefully serves as a warning that, if you're interested in Bitcoin, if you're interested in altcoins specifically, and you just don't know if this is a good time to buy in, if you're going to be in cryptocurrency for at least another year, this may be one of your last best chances to get into these alts, and specifically coins like Ethereum, which I just could not be more bullish on. And I'm not coming to this conclusion on my own, right? There are some incredibly intelligent, well-read, well-researched people that have been in the space much longer than I have that are even here on YouTube that are saying the exact same thing. And I've taken advice from them in the past, and I'll tell you that it's paid off handsomely, right? My piggy bags are absolutely full, and I'm extremely excited for what the next 6 to 12 months will bring, because I don't even think we've gotten started here yet. And as well, I want to take a look at this about Ethereum rocketing up to about 3K as the demand outstrips the supply here. Analysts predicting plummeting Ethereum reserves on centralized exchanges could help ETH price soar to $3,000 in weeks. And at this point, guys, I don't think that's kind of like a subjective opinion. I think this is basically inevitable. Being in the space, it's very clear to see when trends are playing out. And this is the most obvious right-in-your-face trend that, to me, just could not be more obvious. Okay, it's number 2 crypto, still incredibly undervalued at roughly $1,100 US dollars, still hasn't broken its all-time high. Literally the last optimal time to get in my opinion. As I said, I haven't been buying Bitcoin over the past few weeks. I've been saying this for weeks now. I have not been buying Bitcoin, but I have been buying Ethereum still. Luckily, I accumulated Bitcoin back below 20,000 US dollars. And even though I believe it's going a lot higher, I just feel much more comfortable now putting any excess capital that I want to invest in smaller coins, but even the second biggest coin, which is Ethereum here. And Simon Dedich actually said here that Ethereum could jump to $3,000 within weeks of breaking its all-time highs, which I have always agreed with. I think that is exactly what's going to happen. And other experts are pointing out to the idea that Ethereum is being held because people are predicting 5, 10, 20,000 US dollars per Ethereum, potentially even in this cycle, which to me, again, sounds extremely bullish, but if you've been in cryptocurrency, you know that it's possible. Cryptocurrency is known for being absolutely savage. We all know what happened when demand outstripped the supply of Bitcoin. It quadrupled in 90 days, right? Going from 10,000 just a couple of months ago to 42,000, currently trading right under 40,000 US dollars. So simply put, Alex Saunders says here, it appears investors are looking at Ethereum as an intrinsically valuable asset to hold for the long term, and thus are moving assets off exchanges, presumably for holding. This is creating massive demand for ETH, leading to a spike in buying pressure. And yeah, I mean, that's just an article that kind of illustrates exactly what I've been feeling for a long time, exactly what makes sense to me. Bitcoin dominance potentially dropping off here over the next few months, even though I think Bitcoin still has a lot of room to go up. I personally think Ethereum has I personally think Bitcoin has an amazing year still in store, even though the first 2 weeks of 2021 have been insane for Bitcoin. I still think there's plenty more to come. This is the entire altcoin cap. Guys, we're just getting started here. This is the beginning. I very firmly believe that. And I do believe we are going to see a run-up very similar to what we saw in 2016 and 2017, right, for the entire crypto space. I think we're going to multiple $1 trillion of market cap. Currently, we're sitting right over $1 trillion in market cap, which we just broke for the first time in history for the entire crypto cap just weeks ago. just within the last 2 to 3 weeks for the first time, right? It didn't reach $1 trillion in market cap back in the 2017, 2018 bull market. But now we have, and I personally think that $10 trillion for the entire crypto cap during this cycle is going to be a piece of cake. That's the figure that I'm looking for, but if you've been in crypto, you know that the figures that you expect often get overshot, and the price gets a lot crazier than you might think. So as Bitcoin hopefully just continues to trade sideways here, consolidate before its next leg up, if it continues to consolidate here, we will see these altcoins continue absolutely pumping. A lot of these coins, even some smaller cap coins, are absolutely going crazy right now. So with that being said, guys, this video was primarily even maybe directed to people that are newer in the space who are just kind of questioning, is now a good time to buy in? Am I too late? Realistically, with Bitcoin, it's not the optimal time to be getting in. Obviously, anywhere below all-time high of 20K was the optimal time to get in. But there are still some amazing opportunities, even in the number 2 cryptocurrency, Ethereum, over the next year. So again, I've said this before. A few weeks ago, I told my friend to enter Ethereum instead of Bitcoin. He's incredibly happy right now, right? He bought into Ethereum fairly low. I think it was around like $700 when he got in just even 2 weeks ago. It was around 700. So yeah, he's doing pretty well. He's pretty happy with that. And I'm excited for him and myself because I know that Ethereum is most likely not going to be stopping anywhere near its all-time high of about 1,400. Right? Could Ethereum be 5 digits in this next 12 months? A lot of people are saying so. A lot of very intelligent, well-read, well-researched people are saying so, and I tend to believe them because I know how this market works. There's going to be downsides, there's going to be upsides, but guys, there are so many opportunities that I'm just coming on to tell you right now. Amazing opportunities, and I personally would be so full of regret if I personally did not take advantage of these opportunities. Wow! So if you guys are new to the channel, make sure to hit that like, subscribe, turn on those post notifications. Guys, I'm so excited for myself and just everybody in this space because I've endured years of people saying Bitcoin's a scam, crypto's a scam, it's a waste of money. And it's hard to argue that when you see Bitcoin drop from $20,000 to $4,000 like you did in 2018, even $3,000. A lot of people have a hard time believing you when they see Bitcoin's price drop like 70, 80%, and some of these altcoins drop like 95, even some of them 99%, right? If there's one thing that I think is more important than anything is timing, right? I think timing is everything. And the reason I'm excited right now, the reason I'm making this video is because in terms of timing, you need to be paying attention right now. And this is an opportunity that you quite literally cannot afford to miss an opportunity like this. Unbelievable. And as well, guys, if you're interested in trading these markets, I would only recommend this to experienced traders. But yeah, and I would never recommend more than maybe trading 10% of your portfolio max. But you can get some massive bonuses with our link below on Bybit. And using the code JACKPOT, you can get up to an additional $620 for trading on Bybit. Remember, experienced traders only. But as we've seen over the past few months, longing Bitcoin, and specifically maybe longing some of these altcoins like Ethereum over the next year, can pay off massively in this market.